What's all? Bouge, 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 bouge.
Like velvet, yeah, like velvet.
YesChef.
Très bien. Change-le.
YesChef.
Maintenant, hein?
Chef, vas-y, on y est. Show me.
No, all at the same time. All at the same time. What we got, David? Yeah? Okay, good. Everyone, please. Yes,
All right, double of everything, two of everything.
Come on, guys, think of it up. Come on, this is the dish. You are looking at that all the time, yeah?
Yes,
You have eyes on it the whole time, so you get the pass.
Yes, chef.
Yeah? Look at me. Yeah?
Yes,
You up
chef.
for it?
Yes, chef.
All right, let's go.
Yes, you want, Michelin.
Okay. I'm Renee Smith. I am serving right now as the Interim Associate Director of the University of Arkansas Pulaski Technical College's Culinary Arts and Hospitality Management Institute. I have been the director and involved in the Institute since 2007, back when it was the Arkansas Culinary School. I've seen it go through lots and lots of changes, growth, dealing with all these issues now with COVID, and lots of students come and graduate, get their degrees and their certifications, and I just think it's the most wonderful thing that we have here in Central Arkansas.
How did the school start?
That's a great question. The school started back in the mid-90s as an apprenticeship program with the American Culinary Federation, and a group, this was before my time, a group of chefs got together in Central Arkansas and determined that they needed a way to train new up-and-coming younger people to fill their executive chef spots and just bring more prestige and quality and consistency to the food service industry overall. And so several local chefs worked with the American Culinary Federation and formed the Central Arkansas chapter and an apprenticeship program. And back in the day, students, they were already employed at a restaurant, a food service operation. They took classes on Monday, pretty much all day long, and then they worked 40 hours in the industry the rest of the week. And it was like they had to complete 6,000 on-the-job training hours. It was about a 3-year program to get finished. Quality Foods, Performance Food Group offered the group, and it was called the Arkansas Culinary School. They offered kitchen space, classroom space, and the program existed at PFG Quality Foods from the mid-90s up until about 2006. The students that participated, they had to be scholarshiped in, they had to pay their own way, there was no financial aid available, and that became a huge challenge. The person in charge of the culinary school at the time started negotiating with Pulaski Technical College about becoming part of the college so that students would be eligible for financial aid. And so a deal was struck and partnerships were made, and the Arkansas Culinary School started offering classes under the Pulaski Tech College flag in the spring of 2007. And because it was an off-site location, enrollment was limited to 99 students. Couldn't have more than 100 students. And I joined in July of '07, so it'd been like a full semester with the college. And enrollment increased because students could get federal financial aid, like Pell Grants, that they didn't have to pay back. And enrollment continued to grow. We had a director, I was the assistant director at the time. We had a secretary, and then we had one full-time instructor, and we hired other chefs as instructors to teach a class or two. So the program grew to the point where we were having to turn people away because we were limited on how many students could participate. The college purchased the property out on Interstate 30. It used to be the old outlet mall. It was like flea market. They had motorcycle swap meets, all kinds of events. Big place. The college purchased it, remodeled it. It has a kitchen and classroom space, and so the PFG needed their commercial kitchen back, their space, and so the program moved to one of the Pulaski Tech at the time, to Pulaski Tech's side called the South Campus. And we actually taught classes, had one kitchen to work with. We also had to provide food service for the students on campus. So we ended up teaching classes in the hallways. Put prep tables, butane burners, induction burners, convection ovens. We had 3 rounds of classes. We started classes at like 7 in the morning and didn't finish until 10 o'clock at night. And did that for about 5 years. And in the meantime, the college floated a bond to construct a new culinary institute and also another building over on main campus for the arts. And so we opened the Culinary Arts and Hospitality Management Institute building in August of 2013. It's close to 60,000 square feet. It has multiple kitchens, a butchery lab, bake shop, confectionery lab, a wine room, a mixology room, classroom space, a theater, a computer lab for students to use.
Hello Cisco, Arkansas and Pulaski Technical College. I'm Robert Irvine, and I am so sorry they had to miss the celebration and dedication of the Cisco Le Culinaire Dining Room at the Culinary Arts and Hospitality Management Institute at Pulaski Technical College. Aspiring chefs at Pulaski Tech receive world-class culinary education at an unbelievably low cost. It takes place in a brand new LEED Silver certified facility. Pulaski Tech is one of the few colleges in the country with dual accreditation, and I fully support Cisco Arkansas's educational commitment to the students and graduates of Pulaski Tech. Good luck to the future graduates of the program, and congrats to both Cisco Arkansas and Pulaski Tech on the building of such a fantastic partnership.
Enrollment grew to the point, I think the largest was, we had around 400 students at one time. And we quickly filled the space. So enrollment has stayed steady at around 300 students. We have a multitude of programs. We offer an Associate of Applied Science degree in Culinary Arts. There's also, and it's accredited by the American Culinary Federation, so when students complete their associate degree, they are also given the Certified Culinarian, which is the first level of certification in the chef world. We also have a technical certificate in culinary arts, and we have 2 certificates of proficiency in culinary arts. So as students are progressing through their course of study, they can get multiple certificates of completion, diplomas of graduation, plus their American Culinary Federation certifications. We also offer an Associate of Applied Science in Baking and Pastry Arts, and that also is accredited, so students complete with the Certified Pastry Culinarian. We also offer a technical certificate and 3 certificates of proficiency in baking. There's one in basic baking, there's one in basic pastries, and there's one in cakes and cake decorating. And we also have an Associate of Applied Science in Hospitality Management, and that degree is accredited by the Accreditation Commission for Programs in Hospitality Administration, ACFA. We were the first community college in Arkansas to achieve that accreditation. Now I think there's at least one other community college that has it, and one bachelor granting institution in Arkansas that have that. And in the hospitality program, there are multiple degrees. There's a technical certificate in hospitality. There's a certificate of proficiency in restaurant operations. There's one in bar operations. There's one in lodging operations. And now we have what we call resort management, which focuses on the gaming industry. We also, a few years ago, 3 years ago, created a technical certificate in dietary management. We also offer a certificate of proficiency in dietary management. The dietary management area has really grown in the food service world. Not restaurants, but hospitals, nursing homes, extended living facilities. If you're getting any kind of federal funding, you have to have a certified dietary manager on staff. And so we got our dietary management program approved by the ANFP, the Association for Nutrition and Food Service Professionals, I think. And we're using their curriculum. And so students that complete that program sit for the CDM, the Certified Dietary Manager exam. And we've had, since we started the program, we've had a couple already pass. And we did a lot of research about the need and compensation. And people that go into that field can make pretty good money working at a nursing home, a hospital, a retirement center, a school. So those are the 4 credit programs. And then we have workforce training, non-credit workforce training, customized training. We have short non-credit community education classes and then it's on a specific topic. An individual can sign up and pay a nominal fee and attend a class and learn to bake sugar cookies or learn about food and wine pairing, just specific topics. In the summer, usually during the month of June, we offer 4 weeks of youth camps in culinary, in baking, and in cake decorating. And we have various levels, students anywhere from 10 to 16. It's usually around the 12 to 15-year-olds that participate, but they sign up and they do a week-long class on baking or culinary or cake decorating. And on Fridays, we get together and host a big banquet. The kiddos can invite a couple of guests, their parents, grandparents, guardians to come, and we all celebrate. The students have prepared the food and the desserts, and so a good time is had by all. Looking just briefly at the past, the hospitality industry, including food service, lodging, tourism in Arkansas, is the 2nd largest employer. We've taken a huge hit with COVID, as not just here but everywhere. I think once we go back to the new normal, whatever that is, Arkansas is a very hospitable state. Central Arkansas, even small towns around in Arkansas, people want to go and dine. They want to go travel. They want to be tourists. They want to take advantage of the wonderful, beautiful things that we have in Arkansas. So I think even though right now we're taking a hit employment-wise, I think it's going to come back very soon. And our graduates, we try to explain to them that they're not chefs when they complete the program. They're not a pastry chef, they're not a sous chef, they're certainly not an executive chef. They are certified culinarians. They have the basic skills that they need to succeed and do well. We feel like we strongly encourage them to find a chef, a baker to work with, to serve as their mentors so that they can increase their skill level. They may be very good at cooking. If they want to move up in the industry, then they need to learn more about the business side. Obviously, customer service is critical no matter what you're talking about. So I feel like there are still lots of jobs out there, and there will be more jobs. We do have graduates that have purchased their own business. We work with a lot of our students that are starting food trucks. That seems to be kind of like a big trend right now. In Little Rock, there is a kitchen incubator that actually one of our former students started. So an individual, and most of them actually are our students, our graduates or former students. They can go work in this commercial kitchen and experiment with their special product that they're trying to develop and to get it on the market. I think, personally, I think it's very critical if you want to be successful in this industry, that you got to wrap your mind around. I love this, but it's hard. It's hard work, and there's no way around that. It's hard work. We tend to work long hours. We work weekends. We work nights. We work holidays. We work when other people are playing. We're in the service industry, and so as long as you can accept that and embrace that, you can be very successful. And the cool thing about this industry, I think, is you can be recognized very quickly, and you can move up very quickly in your place of business or go from one place to another place. There's so many different kinds of food service operations. Most of our students, when they come in, they want to be an executive chef somewhere like in a country club, or they want to own their own restaurant or their own bake shop. And we try to throw in a little bit of dose of reality there. We don't want to stymie their dreams, anything like that. We want to support them, encourage them as much as we can, but we want to also show them reality. And so we want all of our students, they have to do an internship program to hopefully get them out in the field, and so that they can learn what it's really like. I would say the majority of our students either are currently working in the industry, have worked in the industry, or are looking for a job in the industry right now. So most of our students are working while they're going to school. And because we are a community college, most of our students are older. We have students anywhere from 18 to in their 70s. And so we have the traditional college age students, but we have a lot of career changers. And then we have a group of people that are in retirement or near retirement that just have always wanted to do this. Maybe they want to do some catering, or they want to bake cakes, cake decorating, things like that. So I think the industry is very vital. I think it's going to be stronger than ever here in the next few months, years. People enjoy going out and eating, and we're fortunate in Central Arkansas because we have such a variety of food service places. You know, we have nice, elegant, upscale restaurants, and we have mom and pop places. We have franchise places, quick service places. And I tell our students, there's nothing wrong with working at a fast food place. You're going to learn so many skills there. And maybe you don't want to stay there forever, but don't let anybody call you a hamburger flipper. You are much, much more than that. You are learning those skills that are going to carry you on up to the next level. So I have been working with brand new students, your first semester, since 2007. I've literally advised, helped hundreds, probably thousands by now, of students. And I try to impart to everyone, we're going to teach you the basics. You may have family-owned restaurants. You may have been working in restaurants with family or other people. We're going to assume that you really don't know anything. We're going to start with the basics, and we're going to show you classical ways that you should learn to do things, and it's for your own good. In Food Production 1, you learn about your knife skills and how to properly use your knife. You develop that muscle memory so that you can get faster and faster and better. We want to provide you, and we do provide you with the resources that you need to be successful. All of our instructors, your instructor for this class is a certified executive chef, has more certifications than I can name off, a member of the World Chefs Association. We've all worked in the industry before. We've all gone to school before. We've all worked on certifications before, and we're offering you our expertise, and we want you to continue that excitement that you have right now. For those of you who you just can't wait to get started, excellent, you're going to do great. I do try to advise you, it's not all about your cooking. There's a lot of homework, paperwork that goes along with it, which is what happens in the industry, particularly when you get in those higher levels. Money is important, the bottom line, and that's why we try to teach you the right way to do things so that you're not wasting product, that you're utilizing product maybe in ways you never even thought about. To make dishes that could be up and coming. I would say that how successful you are in your future, it all depends on you. We can provide you with our expertise, our experience. We'll hold your hand, we'll help you over and over, but ultimately you've got to do the work. We can't do the work for you. You've got to do the work. So it's important to keep up with your homework, to not miss classes, because some things it's hard to make up if you're not there in class. Make friends with your student colleagues, get to know your instructors. We don't possibly have time in the few hours in class to teach you everything that we would like to teach you, but we're all here for you. And we'd love for you to come to us and say, hey, Chef, I tried this. What do you think about that? And we'll give you, from our heart, the best information that we can based on our experience. But ultimately, the bottom line is with you. And then for any of you who, you're not sure about whether you want to do this or not, the way our degrees are designed, you rarely, if you take a class and then you decide, like if you take food production class and you decide, I'm not sure I want to do, culinary, maybe I'm more on the sweet side, then what you've taken is going to apply to your baking degree. Or maybe you're like, I kind of like more front of the house. I like tourism. I think I'd like to work in a hotel or a resort, or I'd like to work on a cruise ship, or I'd like to work in a casino. Then what you've already taken is going to apply to that too. So we try to design our multiple degrees so that you don't have to repeat things. You're just gaining more and more knowledge and experience as you go along.
You're still here? It's over. Go.